Teweerabira ku subscribinga.
Voter protector is alien in the electoral laws. It's not known. You have your agents. If you want, quote, voter protectors, your agents can play that role. But don't give people tags. And what do you call these things? These jackets, what do they call them?
Press jackets.
Like we put on for easy. What do they call them? Yeah, jackets with the voter protector for candidate Bundi. I am saying, and then you walk with the swag into the polling station, you'll be arrested. Period. Don't want people to create their own things, and they think that I will say this is how it is going to be. It's not going to be like that. And I'm saying it unequivocally, that anyone who comes masquerading as a voter protector at a polling station, when that identity or concept is not known in our electoral laws, is not acceptable. You are bound to be arrested. Don't waste your time printing or making tags, giving them to your people that these are voter protectors. Agents are supposed to be given, your agents are supposed to give you a letter of appointment by the candidate. I've appointed Shami Munawakoza, my agent, at this polling station. The letter will be handed over to the presiding officer. For those who will be accredited as observers in that sub-county where these polling stations are, they'll be given tags by the commission. But you sit in your party headquarters and elsewhere, you print things, Simanye voter protector. I have said, and I repeat, that is not known in our electoral concepts and laws. Those people will be treated as masqueraders and they stand to be arrested. Secondly, let the process of counting the votes be for the polling officials and the candidates, agents, or the observers, if any, who will be at that polling station. Please, let us respect the laws. Because whatever is done in elections is determined, guided by the law, and nothing else. Now, on the candidates who campaign at night, violating the candidates who are campaigning at night, violating other regulations or guidelines. As I said, next week we are going to have our meeting with their agents, the Uganda Police Force. We are going to talk about all these things. Then after that, if need be, we shall name them. Don't worry, we shall name them. EC register. Any rhyme has 20. For you have 21. Isn't it shameful? It's not shameful at all. First of all, we are not involved in the process of preparing the NRM register. They can say they have 40 million. They can say they have any number. But for us, what we are saying, for us, we have 21 million voters. And those are the ones who will be allowed to vote at the polling stations. The register that is going to be utilized is that of the Electoral Commission, not of a political party. So a political party can have their numbers registering voters, new voters. Does not only take place when we open the update exercise. According to the law, registration of new voters is supposed to be a continuous process. And that process is aligned to the registration of citizens by NIRA. As NIRA continues to register citizens, and among those citizens are those who have turned 18 years of age, and since 2021 elections ended, NIRA continued to register a number of citizens who had turned 18. So by the time we came to the update exercise, there were a number of Ugandans who had turned 18 who had become eligible voters who we had already incorporated or included on the National Voters Register. So the update exercise was only to give opportunity to those who have not yet been registered by NIRA, who are not yet on the National Voters Register. They are now 18 years and above, and they want to participate, or they want to get registered as voters. So it's not that the update exercise is the one which generated the new voters since 2021. No, there has been a continuous process of registration of voters, and the update is within the law. It says before any election takes place, the Electoral Commission shall put in place the update process to enable all those who want to register as first-time voters to do so. I think I've explained that number has been continuously growing from 2021 up to the time of update. So when we generated 600,000 something new registrations during update, which was about 3 weeks, does not mean that is the difference, the only difference in the addition of voters on the National Voters Register since 2021. Not at all. I think I've answered that one. Now, on the issue of, because I talked about it in Uganda, I want to emphasize it. Voter protectors is not a concept known in the electoral laws. It's not known in the electoral laws for one to be dubbed or tagged or labeled or identified as a voter protector. It's not there. But I've had some candidates, some people encouraging either their supporters or telling them, you are going to protect our votes. And we all know the votes are generated from a polling station, period, nowhere else. And the laws are very clear on who should be at the polling station, the polling officials in the various categories, the agents for the candidates, the police constable, the observers who have been accredited according to what the political parties and other individuals or groups would have applied or indicated. So those are the only people in the law. Now for you to come therefore at a polling station with a tag, voter protector, I am saying you are alien, you are a masquerader, you'll be arrested, period. However, the people, the voters, are at liberty to witness. After you have cast your vote, please leave room for other voters who have not cast their vote to come and cast their vote. Mind you, some of these polling stations are so small, particularly in the rural, in the urban areas like Kampala. The space of the polling station is so small. Now, if you, because I've had some candidates say, when you cast your vote, don't go away. Now, a polling station with 600 voters, or 1,000 as you say, although the number of 1,000, I'm going to explain that number now. If you all gather there at a small location, you have candidates, agents numbering about 60. You think these people, the 300 voters will keep silent? They will keep just seated like they are seated in a classroom or in a church? In a church we may sing, but we sing in another manner. There is bound to be some bit of chaos. There's bound to be some bit of, because you have all this mix of voters for this candidate, voters for this candidate. They are, each one is Bewaga or Wanga Kadidi. Then you before you know it, there is a commotion between these supporters. So that's why we say, you have cast your vote, please go. However, at the time of counting, yeah, you may be present, but you can only be present as not part of the counting. You are not participating in the counting. You are only watching or observing, seeing what is going on. The people, because I have seen some polling stations, you know what happens? Because the people, they gather all around the polling station. They are counting. Those who are standing 100 meters away, they all draw around. They surround these polling officials. As the presiding officer is counting, you hear the crowd taking over. Ako kafu, kafu. That is the presiding officer says, no, si kafu, neda, kafu. Now, an atmosphere of intimidation is created at the polling station. Even when someone has put the tick on the face or on the symbol of that candidate, but not in the box created or which was put there for the tick or the thumbprint. Kafu atatade mukie mukifanani akatade ku symbol kafu. No, the law says as long as the intention of the voter can be established, that kalusi kafu kalamu. But the people there, the crowd, they don't know the law. They don't know the law distinguishes between, or the law allows, even though the tick, the authorized mark, is not in the correct box, but is put either on the symbol or on the photo of the candidate, because the people don't know, they in a big chorus, kafu, then this person is intimidated. Kafu. So that's why we say the people did not go through training. We shall have trained the agents. We shall have trained our polling officials to understand, to be able to discern the intention of the vote before you declare a ballot paper to kafu or is invalid. But the mob, I'm sorry to use this term, at times the people around seem to take over the whole process. So that's why we say to leave.
Nowela bila kusubscribinga.